Good morning everybody. Welcome to DPS Dhaka. Today in this lecture I am going to teach the student of class 9th the chapter motion. I have already started this chapter. In the previous lecture I discussed about the various types of motion, what is physics, what is a scalar quantity and a vector quantity. As you all know that a scalar quantity is the quantity. There are how many type of physical quantities, the physical quantity with the quantities which can be measured, there are 7 fundamental physical quantities and some are derived physical quantities. So like for example length, time, distance, mass, amount of substance, intensity of light, temperature, these are physical quantities. Similarly area, density, volume, all of these are derived physical quantities. So physical quantities was also categorized on the basis of a scalar quantity and vector quantity. Those quantities which have only direction, which have only magnitude is called a scalar quantity, and the quantities which have both direction as well as magnitude as well as direction. For example, force is a vector quantity, and time, temperature and mass, these are a scalar quantity because mass has no dimension, time also has no dimension. So I discuss about all of these things. Today in this I also discuss about the various types of motion. For example, the translatory motion, the vibratory motion and the rotatory motion. Vibratory motion is also called periodic motion, and periodic motion means the motion which repeats itself after interval of time. In this chapter, in today's lecture, I will discuss about the various types of motion on the basis of its rate of motion. So motion is also divided on the basis of its speed, rate of speed. For example, slow motion, fast motion. But in this chapter we have to study about the two type of motion, that is uniform motion and non-uniform motion. So what is uniform motion? The motion in which the object covers equal distance in equal interval of time, that is called uniform motion. And non-uniform motion, what is non-uniform motion? The motion in which the moving object covers unequal distance in equal interval of time. Means in this case the speed of the motion, speed of the object is changing. Speed is changing, therefore it is covering unequal distance in a equal interval of time. In the same time, the distance is not equal in non-uniform motion because speed is changing. But in case of uniform motion, the object covers equal distance in equal interval of time. Means in equal time it will cover equal distance. It means the speed is constant. Examples are, for example, the motion of the earth round the sun is an example of a uniform motion, uniform speed motion. And similarly, what is the example of a non-uniform motion? For example, your vehicles running on the roads does have a non-uniform motion because their speed constantly changes. Sometimes the speed of the vehicle becomes very fast, and sometimes suddenly an obstacle comes and the driver applies the brake and the speed is reduced. So speed is constantly changing. Sometimes it is moving with a speed of 40 km per hour, and immediately after interval of time it is moving with a speed of 20 km per hour. So the speed is changing, so it will not cover equal distance in equal interval of time, it will cover unequal distance in equal interval of time. Therefore this type of motion is called non-uniform motion. Graphically, this uniform motion is represented graphically in a distance time graph. This line, this axis represents distance and this axis represents time. In that case the graph is a straight line. The graph is a straight line for uniform motion, and in a distance time graph, the graph of the object moving with non-uniform speed is a curved line. It can be in this direction or it can be in the other direction as well. In that case also it is a curved line, and in this case also the speed of the object is not constant variable speed, so it will not cover equal distance in equal interval of time. Therefore, this type of motion is called non-uniform motion. You can see in detail. I have drawn the figure of this uniform motion in detail. Suppose this line represent, this axis represent time, and this axis represent distance. So this is 5 meter, 10 meter, 15 meter, and similarly here the time is 0, and here the distance is 0. Here the distance is 5 meter, 10 meter, 15 meter, and so on. Here the time is 0, here the time is 2 seconds, 4 seconds, 6 seconds. So when the object starts at 0 time, in first 2 seconds, 0 to 2 seconds, the object has moved. Here the distance is 5 meter and the time is 2 seconds. So in 2 seconds the object moved 5 meter. Similarly, from 2 seconds to 4 seconds, the time taken is 2 seconds. 2 seconds to 4 seconds, the time interval is 2 seconds. And the distance interval also, it has the object has moved from 5 meter to 10 meter. If you draw a line, so the object has moved from 5 meter to 10 meter. Here also the change in the distance covered is 5 meter. 5 to 10 means the distance has covered, the object has covered 5 meter distance in 2 seconds, from 2 seconds to 4 seconds. Also from 4 seconds to 6 seconds, in the gap of 2 seconds, the object has moved 10 meter to 15 meter, means it has covered 5 meter distance. So in equal interval of time, the object is covering equal distance. So therefore, in this case, the object is said to be in uniform motion. But in the second case, suppose in the first 2 seconds, 0 to 2 seconds, the object has moved 0 to 2 meter. Only 2 meter distance has been covered. But 2 to 4 seconds, in the gap of 2 seconds, the object has moved 2 meter to 5 meter, means the distance covered is 3 meter. Similarly, 4 seconds to 6 seconds, in the gap of 2 seconds, the object has moved 5 meter to 10 meter, means the object has covered a distance of 5 meter to 9 meter. Actually this is a 9 meter. The covered a distance of 4 meter. And similarly from 6 seconds to 8 seconds, the distance covered by the object is 9 meter to 15 meter, that is 6 meter. Here it is 9. Below 10 it is 9. So it is 9. The gap is 6 meter. Here the gap is 4, and here the gap is 3, and here the gap is 2. So in the first 2 seconds the object covered 2 meter. Second 2 seconds the object covered 3 meter. The third 2 seconds the object covered 4 meter, and the fourth 2 seconds the object covered 6 meter. So in equal interval of 2 seconds, the object is not covering equal distance. The distance is equal. So in that case, when the curved line represent a non-uniform motion. This is representing a non-uniform motion, and when the distance time graph is a straight line, then in that case it is representing a uniform motion. Now we have to discuss the various other topics, for example distance, displacement, what is speed, what is velocity, what is average speed, what is average velocity. But in this lecture I will discuss what is distance and displacement. So there is not much difference between these two. Only the difference is distance is a scalar quantity and displacement is a vector quantity. So what is the definition of distance? This is total length of path from initial to final position. Total length of path covered between initial position to the final position, that is called distance, and distance is represented with the small letter d. Similarly, displacement, it is the direct distance between the initial and final position. It does not depend on the total length of path. It is the direct distance, the shortest distance between the initial and final position is called displacement, and it is represented with d bar or capital D. So I will give you some example to make your concept clear. So in the first example, suppose in a rectangular, we have a rectangular field, an object is moving on the perimeter of this rectangular field and from A to C, from A to C. So what will be the distance covered by the object and what will be the displacement covered by the object if the object is moving from A to C? Question is, if the object is moving from A to C, what will be the distance covered by the object and the displacement covered by the object? Here the length of this side is 12 meter, the length of this side is 5 meter, this is 12, this is 5. So if the object covers A to, going from A to C, so here in this case it is covering 12 meter and in this case it is covering 5 meter. The total length of path will be 12 meter plus 5 meter, that is 17 meters. So the distance will be 17 meter. So and the displacement will be how much? So displacement is actually the shortest distance or the direct distance between initial and final position. So here it is the final position and this is the initial position. The shortest distance between this initial and final position will be the length of this path. Length of this path. So how much it will be? If you apply Pythagoras theorem here, so the length of AC will be equal to AB square plus BC square. So AB is how much? AB is 12 square and BC is how much? 5k square. So you will get 169, that is 13 meter. So here the displacement will be the length of AC, that is 13 meters. So this is the shortest distance between initial and final position, that is called displacement. Similarly, we can take another example to make it more clear. Suppose this is a circular path having a radii of 7 meter. Having a radii of 7 meter, an object is moving from A to C in this direction. So how much will be the distance and displacement? We all, as according to the definition, the length of path is called distance. So here the length of this perimeter will be called displacement distance. So AC will be how much? According to suppose this is the we know that the perimeter of semicircle will be how much? We know that 2 pi r is the perimeter of circumference of the full circle. So divided by 2 will be equal to the length AC. So AC will be equal to how much? AC will be equal to 2 pi r upon 2. Here 2 into 22 by 7 into r is 7 meter and divided by 2. So divided by 2, you can cancel it. So how much? 22 meters. So here the distance will be 22 meter. But what will be the displacement? Displacement is the shortest distance between initial and final position. So this is final position, this is initial position. The shortest distance between two will be, if this is 7 meter, this is also 7 because radii are equal, this is also 7 meter. So displacement will be equal to 14 meter. So try to have go through the book and do all the questions, all the in-text questions. If you have any question or query, and prepare notes, and I will cover the next topic in the next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.